All right, guys, practice is over. Here we are Wednesday. Today we had the day off, so we got to practice Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. We had Wednesday off today. Had to go get pictures of the boats and boat inspection and stuff like that today. So just got everything ready, rigged up. I'm ready to go tomorrow. Still don't have a boat number yet, but a little practice recap. Day one I only had 3 bites all day. That was south, way south of St. John, St. George, George, Astor area. So day 2 I went and locked through to Rodman, and caught quite a bit of fish, but a lot of males. I didn't catch any big ones, but it was a pattern that could evolve into females, so I felt decent about that anyway, because this river is really hard to get bit in. So we've had now 4 days of warm weather, new moon, not a full moon, new moon. Yesterday 80s again, and the fish have moved up. They moved up. I went to some same stuff that I fished on day 1 in that area, and one place that there were some big ones in spawning last year for this Elite Series tournament, and I could not get in them. I couldn't get to them last year. If y'all remember, we had 2 days of extremely strong south winds. 2 days was canceled because of the wind, so it blew all the water out of that place. Last year I couldn't get to them. They're in the same place, the same area. This year I'll be able to get to them. And I found another area too, where they're spawning. I'm not looking at them, which is a good thing. I don't want to look at them. They're on the bank, they're spawning, they're where they should be. Had the hook bent in, that Gamakatsu stinger hook, had the hook bent in yesterday all the way around with the little missile baits, the little 48. Yeah, got several bites. I'm able to too when those fish eat it that shallow, I can lean on them and bring them to the top, and I can see them most of the time, at least see how big they are before they spit it. And yeah, it's the right size. So a little nervous, a little anxious. We'll see what happens. If some of those fish stay there and I don't have a lot of boat pressure on me, I think I can catch them. All right, day 1 success. Weighed in 22 and some change here. Day 1, St. John's River. Only had 4 hours to fish today, guys. We had a 4-hour fog delay this morning, and my goodness, what can I say? 2:05, I had 3 fish for 5 pounds. Made a gutsy move. Knew I wouldn't have but like 45 minutes to fish. Weighed in 22.5 pounds in literally 40 minutes. Caught a 9.8. I did lose one that was between 6 and 7, which would be putting me in the lead right now. But caught a couple of 4s and 2s. There's a lot of fish in there spawning, so that's where I would have started this morning if we wouldn't have had a delay. So I went to another area that had big spawners in it too, but all the females vanished on me. So right move, last minute. This is a 4-day event though, not a 1-day. So got to put my head down tomorrow. I'm going to pick it apart, and there are more big ones in there. I did not get to fish all of it. Very optimistic. I'm ready. Day 2, here we come. Let's do this. Fish if I can see her. And then I pulled that 2.5 pound male just now off a bed. I threw in there and got hit again, but again I can't unless if that sun gets up high and I can see her, I can probably catch those fish. But I like to identify where I think they're going to be spawning, make a long cast, then try to get up there close to see if there was one there. If I can get the element of surprise before they know we're here, normally they'll eat the first time. All right, guys, here we go. Day number 2. Finished weighing 16 pounds even, still sitting in second place. And a lot of you guys watched me on live today, and I appreciate that. A lot of work to be done. You know, got a big decision to make. Do what I've been doing, but I feel like that's dying. I don't know that I can win it there. So I'm thinking about making a completely different change and going to Rodman and maybe throwing that lipless around. We're gonna have rainy, cloudy conditions, a little windy, which are more the conditions that I caught him in practice there. And it's been in the back of my mind. So a lot of decisions to be made today, but 16 pounds a day kept me in second place. But it's time. Day 3 is moving time, and that's time to leave it all out there. Big moving time. I need to weigh in the biggest bag I possibly can to try to make the biggest move that I can on day 3. Stay in the top 10, make it to Sunday. I want to win this one really bad. Tournaments are won and lost by decisions. I got to make a decision, stick to it, have confidence in it, and go get them. Focus, execute, repeat. So I'll make that decision tonight, let you guys know in the morning. Dream big. All right, fellas, day 3, still sitting in second place. Man, it looks like we might have a little bit of fog delay, but it's moving time. Got to focus, got to capitalize, got to execute, got to repeat. Catch everything that you possibly can to stay where I'm at and maybe even make a jump. We're in the right area, we're doing the right thing. Just got to execute. Got my boy Seth, the cameraman. That's right, he's my boy. So hopefully this fog will not delay us too much today. We can go get them. So here we go. Dream big, guys.
Classic qualifier from Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
All right, guys, St. Johns River is now complete, back at the house. You know, top 10 finish, you can't ask. You know, if you go into any event, you said, man, if I could get out of here with a top 10, I'd be happy. You know, I am, guys. You know, awesome to make a top 10 to start the season. But at the same time, I wanted to win it. I really did. I was in contention all 4 days. Last day was extremely tough. I got 5 bites all day. You know, I just ran out of fish in my primary area, ran a lot of new water, was able to weigh in just almost 10 pounds, but finished the event in 9th. I slipped from 3rd to 9th there on the last day. But, you know, quick recap, guys. You know, y'all saw me on live with this little dude right here, that little Missile Baits 48, weightless, wacky, that Victory rod right there by St. Croix, 7.3, medium, extra fast tip, straight 15-pound braid. And that was the deal for me. I mean, almost every single fish that I caught during that event came off of that setup right there. You guys noticed for 3 days, 3 of the 4 days, Matt Herron and I were sharing fish. Gosh, we took so many fish out of that area. It just kind of makes you wonder if one of us would have had it to ourselves, you know, what kind of weights we could have brought out of there. It was an absolute timing deal, but big shout out to Brian New for winning this title. Man, this is his rookie debut. That is just awesome. It was awesome to see and witness that. But, you know, we have a really quick turnaround, guys. We heading to the Tennessee River next, Knoxville, Tennessee. Not a whole lot of history there, but I have history there. I fished the Bassmaster Classic there in 2019. I'm very familiar with it. I'm looking forward to getting there. It's going to be another shallow deal. It's going to more than likely be a winding deal, but to a quick recap, St. Johns River top 10, great start to the season. Thanks everybody for reaching out. That little Missile Baits 48 wacky has now put me in 2 top 10s. Santee Cooper last year and then St. Johns River, guys. So if you don't have those 48s, you need to get some. They are the deal. But guys, thanks everybody. For everybody that reached out, top 10, but it's time to refocus to the Tennessee River. And then we'll go from there. Thanks, guys. Dream big. And thanks for watching. Later.